Hello everyone, I am Tacet and welcome to the Gems of War World Lore event, Week 8, Day 2. So today, of course, we weren't able to go and do the silver tasks yesterday, even though we already knew what they were. But we weren't able to actually complete them yesterday because, of course, we had that whole win 3 dungeon things. So I'll probably start off with that, which will also start off with one of our dailies, and get those dungeon battles in so we can then progress. Obviously, there was not much of a point in doing it yesterday because it would have cost you 100 additional gems just to have gotten it done. So might as well just wait till today, and that's what we did. So we'll be able to get that done, the other 3 silver tasks, and then we can go do our other objectives, which will primarily be the faction. We got Werewoods. And we'll be able to go and complete out everything with this. As far as the weapon that is only available today, that would be the weapon of Beastly Claw. But nothing really too relevant with it. It's pretty useless. The only one that's actually worth it this week would be Elemental Bow. But Beastly Claw is only available today. Also, don't forget, if you haven't gotten Bow of Thorns, that is the new weapon. So if you're an endgame player, there's a good chance you don't have that. So make sure to go get that if you don't already. Earlier on in the game, you don't need to worry about it. It's mostly just used for kingdom upgrading. It's a completely useless weapon, but it's pretty cheap. 5.1 update? Wait, what? 5.1 update? 5.1 update? Question marks? I didn't actually check the forum today. So, I didn't think there would be a random update randomly. Did it just post that one is coming, or what? Let me go check. My other computer would ever load it. At the sluggish speed that it goes on. Let's see. Open new tab. Any year now. Almost need to open it on my normal computer. Gosh, the other computer's slow. Any day now. We're almost there. I don't see anything on it. I don't see anything. It just came out? I don't see the patch notes. Let me go double check again and click refresh. I see no patch notes. Let me click refresh. Still not seeing it. Yeah, I have no info on it. Where does it even say it in game? Unless I don't have it downloaded. I can go try real quick though. Let me go see. Let's see. Games, view games library. Let's see, is it posted on this forum? There's a chance it might be. Let's click Community Hub. Oh, it's downloading something. I'm not sure if it's for this game. No, there's none posted there either. Let me go check the news. Or, let's see, news. Nope, no, 5.1. Just all the previous patches, and 5.0 and all the campaigns in Amarak. So nothing there. Okay, I think it just downloaded something. It looked like it did. Let me double check downloads. Yeah, downloaded something. It just downloaded something. Well, welcome to 5.0. Apparently. What has changed? I have no clue because there's no info on it somewhere anywhere. Has anyone found any info on it? That kind of came out of nowhere. Oh, it actually tells the campaign thingy now. I don't think it did that prior. So that's kind of cool. It has like better notifications. That's one thing that it does. Kind of like the task system there. Let's see if I can find a changelog here. I'm not seeing it anywhere where they normally post it. I don't know, does anyone see a 5.1 changelog anywhere? I am not seeing it. Got a new gnome? Ooh. Epic Volkies? Hey! Did they finally do a Volky rework? Nice. Or not necessarily a rework if they added one more of them. You DM'd me? Where? I have a billion locations. Where did you DM me at? Oh, apparently not Discord. Oh, wait, never mind. You might have. It was lagging. Let's see. Oh, they posted on the official website, though. Oh, there is a link. Okay. That's weird. They didn't post on the forum. They didn't post on Steam. But it's on their official website page, which, like, no one ever checks. Ever. Let me go get that link. Let me go change the description, too. And let's go bring this up on screen. Let's see. Let's just do it right now. Let's see. Community Hub. gemsofwar.com. We should be able to just navigate there through the website. If I could spell. So you go to gemsofwar.com, you go to patch notes, and apparently it's just sitting here, even though they haven't posted it anywhere else, weirdly. Okay, so here's all the changes. So 5.1, I might as well add that to the title too. Let me go add this link to the title or to the description and fix the title. Let's see, 5.1 patch randomly. Oh, it doesn't fit. I'm just gonna say we're not doing silver tasks, or at least I'm removing it from the title. Let's see, 5.0 patch. Let's see. Oh yeah, I'll pin it as well. Let's see. Let me go fix the description from 5.0 patch notes to 5.1. And I'll do the forum post for it because we don't have another location apparently. And here it goes. 5.0 or 5.01 patch notes. There it goes. And now I'll go pin it. Pin. Oh, where's the pin button? But yeah, this patch just hit like minutes ago. Kingdoms will now be able to level to 20. Hey, I was just mentioning this. Would happen soon. Interesting. And when it says leveling, it's referring to the ones where you use deeds. In addition to the normal gold and imperial deeds, Kingdom level 16 to 20 will also need a new type of deed, of course. Why would they not? A book of deeds. See below for more details. The rewards for leveling up your kingdom will include, not necessarily in this order, bonus myth stones from the Kingdom's Explorer. Oh, that's actually really useful. Oh, I was not expecting that one. That is really useful for token farming. Especially if you could eventually have it on every single kingdom. And 20% grind everywhere. However, this might be so effective that you could just camp a single kingdom. Ooh, that is super good. Gosh, how many Imperials? I just spent some Imperials the other day. Fail. I wonder how many Imperials we'll need to get it to 20. And how many of those books and how hard they'll be to get. But, yeah, that's going to be really interesting to see how that pans out then. More faction horde stats. Okay, that's to be expected. Kingdom bonus 5, that was to be expected. And kingdom skill bonus. Okay, that's to be expected. What's the other bonus then? Or is the faction one 225%? Which is what I kind of planned it would be. I knew we'd get at least one more for that, if not two. It was pretty obvious we'd probably get two for that, and that seems exactly what happened. This one I was not expecting, though. More myth stones from the thing. The update's bigger than... I know, it actually does kind of feel bigger than 5.0, doesn't it? But I'm pretty sure 5.0, as I mentioned earlier, it's probably because of the pandemic. I wouldn't be surprised if every single thing in 5.1 was originally planned for 5.0. Because there was rumor they were going to increase these caps for 5.0 as well, and then just never did. Anyways, Books of Deeds. Books of Deeds have 6 variants, 1 for each color. Book of Ice Deed, yeah, you know, there's the things. Players will mainly be able to gain Books of Deeds in 2 different ways. One is through the campaign. Oh no. Players will be able to earn Books of Deeds from the free rewards and the elite. Oh, okay, you can get in free rewards. So did they add it to it already? Wonder where they are at. We'll need to keep an eye out for that then. An elite pass. Which means you do pay to win to get more of them. So, paywall! Well, not paywall, it's just pay to win. But you can now literally upgrade kingdoms by spending money through that. Crafting, players will be able to craft colored Books of Deeds. Oh! I have a bunch of crafting material for those. We might be able to do that. 50 deeds of color. Wait, what? 50? Hold up. That's a big number. That is a lot of deeds. 50? 1,000 souls and 500 jewels of that color. That's pretty much nothing. But 50 deeds to make one book of deeds? That's a lot of deeds. We better not need more than like 2 or 3 of them for like any kingdom. I would assume 3 would be how many would. Let's go see. How many things of this do you need? Gosh, that's a lot of deeds. Let's just click on somewhere we're already kind of upgraded. How about Karkaroff? Wait, they did it. They did finally do the level 30 thing. They didn't even mention it there unless we didn't scroll down far enough. Power level. It has been done. We knew this would happen for a while. Oh, they did both the power increases. Yeah, this is a bigger patch than 5.0. Wow. They finally did it. Ooh, shiny. Obviously, we can't get anywhere near that yet, but soon TM we will. I wonder what the requirements are. Has it been data mined yet anywheres? What the requirements are for 21 to 30? If anyone knows that, please let me know. If anyone ever finds that info. What on earth the requirements are for 21 to 30. Because we know from 1 to 20. We just don't know what 21 to 30 is. Unless someone has checked through that means. Let's go see. That's not the one I meant to click on, though. No way do you need that many Book of Deeds Imperials. What are those numbers? What are these numbers that I am looking at right now? Oh, the Mythstone bonus is on the very first one, though. Okay, that's not as bad. That's not as bad. The best bonus is actually at 16. Okay, that's a lot worse than I was expecting. I mean, not as bad. But this was much worse, though. Gosh. What are those numbers? We better be getting showered with these things. 30 books of deeds. Or 30... Whatever these things are called. Yeah, books of deeds. I was right. This is 50 deeds each. Obviously, if you just get physically the book, it's just that book. But, look at that Imperial number, too. We better be getting these off a campaign. Gosh. We better be getting showered with deeds and everything off a campaign. I don't see a single one here. Where are they all? They said they were added to this. I see 0. Where are they? Where are they all? There's none here. I don't know. They said it would be through campaigns. I see nothing there. Oh, let's go double check. Yeah, campaign. Yeah, it says it right there. Campaign. Well, we've gotten 0 so far from it. And there's no point in crafting it. Those are absurdly high. Hey, here it is. Kingdom Power. We've added support for kingdoms to earn power up to level 30. As you know, kingdoms may not be able to reach power level 30 anytime soon when the update releases. But as we add more content to kingdoms, players will be able to progress further through the kingdom power levels, which we already knew both these things would eventually happen. The 20 level increase and the 30 level increase. Epic Gnome Vault. So this is a new vault key. We have introduced a new type of vault, the Epic Gnome Vault. Players will need to earn an Epic Vault key from treasure gnomes to gain access to the Gnome Vault. If a gnome drops a vault key, it will either it'll be either a vault key or an Epic Vault key. Oh gosh, we got even more luck factors. They cannot drop both. Epic Vault keys are rarer drops compared to normal ones, about 10%. Vault key drop rates have not been affected by this change. Do you mean the normal vault keys on top of that, or not sure what they mean by that? So will it still be like less vault keys, but comparably the Epic Vault keys will be the other amount of that percent? Or do they mean we'll be getting the exact same amount of vault keys, but Epic Vault keys will also be on top of that? I'm not sure exactly which way they mean that. This Epic Vault is similar to a Gnome Vault. However, you will be fighting against a King Cedric, the boss version of Cedric Sparklesack. King Cedric will drop up to 4 times more loot compared to his regular counterpart in Gnome Vaults. Interesting. Is that the only one affected then? What does that mean? He'll drop like 3 or 4 major orbs? Does that mean he could drop a power? Hold up. Does that mean King Cedric has a power orb as his drop table? Because that's basically what 4 times a major orb is. That's interesting. I wonder if they actually did that. Because it would make more sense for it to be like a major orb than that. Or, you know, like power orb. That'd be very interesting. I highly doubt it, though. But there is a small chance power orb is actually in Epic Cedric's drop table. Let's see. This only applies to the resources he may drop, like gems. Oh, never mind. Gold, souls, etc. He will not drop extra copies of troops or multiple orbs. No! Wait, why not of troops? Come on now. Gnome Vault changes. Okay, so here's some changes to Gnome Vaults. We have made some changes to the Gnome Vault. When the player taps on the Gnome Vault button in the minigame menu, it will bring up a pop-up where players can select between playing a Gnome Vault or a Epic Gnome Vault. We have also made changes to Gnome difficulty. We have removed the old difficulty system. Oh, they finally added the difficulty system. They've removed the old difficulty system. This was what I was talking about ages ago that they haven't done for like 2 years. And I was like, yeah, they'll probably still eventually do it because this was around the time last year that they did it. And they finally did it. Yay. So you remember when I said to hold on to seals ages ago because they were eventually going to do a rework. And then they had epic tasks and they added 6 more things to the seal drop table. But it seemed like for like 2 years that they were never going to do it. That was kind of the same thing for finally reworking vault keys. When I keep saying hold on to vault keys. Because there's eventually going to be a change like this that would be useful for. Well, here we go. They finally did it after like 2 years of saying it, but here it is. Anyways, but yeah, this is kind of funny. This is actually a bigger patch than 5.0. Yeah, it came out of nowhere. Let's see. These new difficulties work similarly to the difficulty. Oh wait, I missed something. Let's see. Yeah, they removed the difficulty, the old difficulty system, similar to other game modes where it has been removed from previous updates because it's pointless, the old difficulty system. Surprised it was even still in the game anyways. There are new difficulty settings that players can set before they select a vault. These new difficulties work similarly to difficulty in Adventure Board, where troops can gain levels beyond 20 and have their traits unlocked. The new difficulty settings will affect the currencies earned from the battle, including gnome rewards. These includes gold, this includes gold, glory, souls, keys, etc. It does not affect any troop. Come on, why not troops? Why aren't you adding more of like the common troops? Because that was something that was kind of speculated that would happen. So yeah, as long as you do normal, it'll be the same as the previous vault keys. Challenging is 10% more. And hard is 20% more, which isn't a huge difference. But to get 20% more from almost every vault key you do, of course some rewards aren't increased by that. But yeah, it'd be interesting to see how that pans out. Because now vault keys are about like 10% more effective with that 20%. Obviously because not all the rewards are affected by that 20%. But yeah, it's pretty much just free loot. Rowan team heard, not Rowan, but Phoenicia one-shot might actually be able to kill that. Level 80? That's almost one-shot range. Might be a little bit short. Might be a little bit short. But you can almost one-shot that. Level 80s? I think that can almost full AoE one-shot. We'll have to double-check. We got a bunch of Volkies. It's one of the reasons we were saving them all. That, and I guess technically for those crafting materials that can show up now. Like when the Heart of Rage is in drop table. Anyways, let's keep going through. Let's see. Vault event improvement. Let's see. During a gnome event, pages or players will find a new gnome tracker in the minigame menu. This tracker will tick up for each treasure gnome you encounter and defeat. Ooh! With the following conditions. It counts the regular gnomes that randomly appear in battles. It does not count Val Ravens, Raven Towers, gnomes in vaults, and gnomes owned by player in PvP. Yeah, obviously. Once the tracker is completed, by defeating 5 gnomes, players will be mailed out a vault. Whoa! What? Wait, what? No wonder why they, like, or slightly nerfed the rate of gnomes if they were planning on doing something like this. Am I reading that right? Every 5 gnome kills you get during a vault event gives you a vault key? Do you realize how many Vault Keys that is? That's a lot of Vault Keys. Assuming it's still like the same rate of gnomes. Like you can kill 5 in under 15 minutes. Am I reading that wrong? Once the tracker is completed by defeating 5 gnomes. Yeah, you get one after 5. Players will be mailed out a Vault Key. And then it resets back to 0. And then you can do it again. Oh, then you have to kill 10. Oh, never mind. I didn't read down. Okay, then it resets. Okay, I didn't read further. I was going to say, if it was 5 every single time, that would have been broken beyond belief. This will only reward a normal Vault Key. Players will be unable to earn epic Vault Keys through the Gnome Tracker. Gnome Tracker will be set back to 0. However, the number of gnomes required, yeah, then it goes up. Okay, that makes sense. But it's kind of a way to make sure that you automatically get some amount of Vault Keys from participating in the event. That's pretty cool. And I believe that's on top of the normal drop rate, too. That you just get these free Vault Keys from the event. So it increases by 5 every time. So you need 5 the first time, then 10, then 15, then 20. That's still pretty good, though. That means if you played the Vault event for, let's say this. You normally get a gnome every, let's just say every 5 minutes or so. It's realistic based on its drops during that. So once every 5 minutes, that's 12 per hour. So yeah, that's pretty decent then. That means after a single hour, for your very first hour of it, you'd be guaranteed to get, what is that, 4 Vault Keys? 5? Math. 5, 10, 15, 20. Yeah, you'd get 4 guaranteed Vault Keys and a partial of 1 in the first hour. Obviously, the subsequent hours would be a bit lower, but that's not bad at all. Oh, wait, why did I do it like that? Never mind. You only get 12. Why was I counting it like that? Never mind. You would get 12 gnomes within that time. Never mind. It would only be 2 Vault Keys, or about 2 Vault Keys. But for guarantee ones, no, that's still pretty good. Because over the course of a gnome event, you'd be able to get a certain amount of guaranteed Vault Keys. After a certain point, it wouldn't have as good of diminishing returns. Like when you have to go and kill like 100 gnomes as to get a single guaranteed Vault Key at that point. Wouldn't be as effective. But for the first several, that's pretty decent. It's kind of like a pity timer for Vault Keys. The Gnome Tracker will reset to 0 after the Vault event, and the targets will reset to 5 in the next event too. And this, I believe, is only during events. That shouldn't be normally. The drop rate of Vault Keys during the event hasn't been changed from the introduction of the Gnome Tracker. But yeah, you'd still be getting the same rate on top of all that. That's pretty cool. Let's see. A new gnome appears. Also, we got a new gnome. Gosh. Players will now have a chance to encounter the Daemon Gnome. Does that mean he's also in drop table right now? Can anyone confirm Daemon Gnome is currently in drop table? Actually, there's an easy way to check as well. Is he currently under unowned? Yeah, can anyone double check? Because he's not under unowned. Well, not double check, but can anyone confirm? Because there is nothing under my unowned, unless I have something under my search right now. That's weird. Not sure why he's not showing up. We updated. Let's see. The gnome is much deadlier and trickier than the rest of his kin. If he manages to power up, he will kill an enemy and then run away. Oh gosh. 100% run away, I assume? This spell is a 1 cast only, even if in teams with more than 1 copy. It will only allow 1 cast. I wonder if this will be good offensively. If it's cheap enough to cast. And the other copy spell... Oh, that's why they made it only 1 cast. Because they don't want people using it like outside of, you know, like actually as a thing. And other copies... the other copy spell then will be disabled, just like any of the other 1 cast abilities. Like how Great Maul is. Players will be able to earn this gnome from either type of Vault Key. Let's see. The Daemon will drop Chaos Shards. Boo. As well as a chance of dropping Vault. Oh gosh, all it is Chaos Shards. It's a useless gnome. It's a useless one. It's going to be as useless as Jewel Gnome. Let's see. General. Players are now able to select campaign tasks, and they will be taken to the appropriate section of the game that will assist them in completing that task. The campaign button now, this seems like a feature they should have had in the first place. This is one of the reasons why I feel like this was all supposed to be in 5.0, and just kind of had to rush it out. Because this is literally stuff that should have been in 5.0. Like, almost all of this patch. I'm pretty sure it just got delayed till 5.1. And they were just like, oh, let's just make it a separate patch. The campaign button now has a drop-down list, like the adventure board does. So players can quickly view their current tasks, which we actually just saw when we were clicking on it. And we have updated the languages tab in the settings menu, and a bunch of bug fixes, which we will not be going over right now. But there we go. Interesting. So I'm not sure what's up with this Daemon, because he's not showing up. Very weird. So I don't want to use... I'm not sure if we want to use our vault keys yet. Let's see. Glad they were finally taking your advice. You told them that yesterday. Nice. Oh yeah, they did that quality of life stream. I wasn't around then. Fail. I'm glad they finally implemented it though. But yeah, this was pretty much a better patch than the previous patch, which is kind of funny. As far as actually getting stuff. I'm still not seeing some of the changes that they mentioned though. Like where are all the better deeds and stuff in here? Let's go check Soulforge. I haven't even seen the icon in the game anywheres. Soulforge. There they are. Books of Deeds. Gosh, we can't even make one of each of them. They're so expensive. 50 deeds just to make one. That is a lot of deeds. That's kind of interesting. 10% extra chaos shards. Where would be the best place to camp now with 10%? Because why 20% chase when you can like guarantee 10% in one single location? Until we can effectively get every single kingdom to 10%, I don't think 20% chasing is a thing anymore. I think you would just camp the easiest 10% and just stay there. Because 10% bonus to the thing is still pretty much the full bonus. And you can get a quicker time. Because, let me just repick this real quick. Because what is it, 73 to 78 normally? So 10% of that's 80 to 80 something? This is a range. Let me double check. That's what I'm checking right now. The range would be, yeah, it'd be 81. No, sorry. It would be 78 to, depends if it rounds. Let's just assume it rounds down. It's, with 10%, the range is 78 to, 82. 78 to 82 is how many you would be getting. Wait, why does it sound like I just did that math wrong? That's right. 78 to 82. That's what 10% is without 20% bonus. Also, what is that combined with the other percent? Is that enough? No. Because if you got 20% and 10%, that would be that'd be 92 to what's the math on that? Let me just put in a calculator real quick. I think it might be able to actually reach 100 at that point. Wouldn't it? However, the lower range would be 92, so it wouldn't always do it. Calculator, why are you taking so long to load? Gosh, the computer. Stop being so slow. What's 30% of 75 added into itself? Let's see. 75 times 0.3 plus 75. Oh, it's a little bit short of the mark. It's 97.5. Which likely would be rounded down to 97. Interesting. But you could do 92 to 97 then. With 20% into 10%. Because I assume they target indirectly. Like they target directly to the base value. And assuming they target directly to the base value, it'd be 92 to 97. Would be the range if you got both a 20% and a 10% bonus on an Explore. So what did I say for the other one? It was 92 to 97. And the other one was 78 to... what was it? 78 to... oh, it doesn't affect till next campaign? Oh, okay. Yeah, that was 72 or 78 to 82. And the other one was like 92 to 97 or so. There we go. I just want to remember those numbers because I want to mention a thingy later. But that'll be interesting. But yeah, 78 to 82 is what the around the range of discharge to be with 10%. And 92 to 97 is what it would be without it. I mean, with 10% and 20%. So, where do we want to go upgrade? I'm not sure if it's worth converting our deeds yet, because since it doesn't happen until next campaign, we don't really know the rate at which we're going to be getting all these materials. And for that reason, I don't want to convert all my deeds into these things. Not to mention we wouldn't even have enough to, I think, even upgrade a single kingdom. Because even if we did, we would need 6 of them. Or, sorry, 2. Oh, no, actually, it's only 2. Oh, no, the extra shard bonus. We could just wait till the next thing. It's not going to make too huge a difference. But gosh, those later ones are so expensive. Honestly, I feel like it's worth getting every kingdom to 16. And then worry about 20s. I'm pretty sure that's the strategy. Get every kingdom to 16. And then worry about 20s. You wouldn't rush to 20 first. Just because it would take way too many resources. But the strategy definitely seems like get every kingdom to 16. And then worry about 20s. Starting obviously with magic kingdoms. When you're doing to 20s. However, for 16s, you would want to focus on which ones you actually do daily. Or not daily, but, you know, like the ones you'd actually want to farm. Like Zhejian we do a lot, so maybe we'll want to go upgrade Zhejian. Which is pretty close already, so because I just did the other upgrade on it earlier. So all we'd have to do then is get the other little upgrade with 2 of those things. Which we can almost get, we just need 30 more greens. But we'll wait till the campaign. Then we'll have the Imperials by then. Okay, let's stop using Imperials on anything. You start getting some 16s. But yeah, I don't think you would rush the Magic Kingdoms yet. Obviously, those would benefit the most from being maxed out. However, the amount of cost to get there, not the gold's easy. But the amount of cost in these things and Imperials is so ridiculously high. This is total, though. So after you get that upgraded, you would only need 28 more of those. And 26 more Imperials. However, 26 Imperial is absurdly high. In the previous state of the game, 26 Imperials would have been enough to upgrade, like, 9 kingdoms. Or 8 kingdoms. Well, just shy of 9. But it would have made it able to clear, like, 8 kingdoms with that many resources. Now you need to just upgrade one single one. Counting all the other loot. So yeah, I would have done 8 kingdoms. But yeah, for the cost that it upgrades something all the way from 1 to 20, you could have upgraded 8 kingdoms from 1 to 15. Or even possibly 1 to 16, gosh. So yeah, it's definitely worth doing 1 to 16 first. And then worrying about it. Because these middle loots are basically nothing. 25% faction bonus is basically nothing. This is basically nothing. And this is basically nothing. The only good rewards beyond 15 are 16 and 20. So you just want to claim all the 16s and worry about the 20s. That is a bit of gold the guild is not getting. However, you have to keep in mind, this is over a very, very long duration of time. I highly doubt we're getting more than a few of these per month. Like, these are going to be coming in very slow. They're basically the equivalent of 50 deeds. So getting even one of these is pretty huge. So they're probably going to be coming in at a relatively slow rate into the game. And I'm not sure if they're making more Imperials come into the game, but these Imperial numbers are really high too. I'm not even sure the total amount of Imperials I've gotten, but we can reverse engineer every single upgrade we did and kind of figure that out. Actually, we can go do that real quick. Let's see, how many Imperials have we got in total? So they're definitely going to be buffing it to some capacity. Otherwise, it's going to take like forever and a half to ever reach it. Because if we count up these numbers, 3, 3, 3, 3. Let's just count maxed out ones because I'm pretty sure all of them that I battle are upgrading are max. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Wait, did I count that already? Gosh. Hold up. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's do it by section. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13 times 3 is 39, plus whatever I currently have, which is, I believe, 2. 39 plus 2, right? Yeah, 39 plus 2 is 41. Plus we can craft 2 more. So that's 43. We have gotten 43 Imperials in the history of this game. A single kingdom requires 32 now to max. We've gotten 43. That is huge. They have 43 Imperials. Is how many I've gotten in like a year. So they're definitely doing something to increase it, I would hope. Because that's a lot of Imperial. But, yeah, gosh. 43 in a year. Or almost a year. It came out in September of last year. It's basically been a year at this point. So they're probably going to add some kind of other way to obtain Imperials. I assume off a campaign or something. Because the disparity there is just way too large. Way, way too large. Anyways, anything else we can go over real quick? Has anyone confirmed that the new troop is in drop table yet? I did not see him in unowned. Has anyone on the forum or anywhere has gotten the new troop? I need to go check real quick. Can anyone find it anywheres? Because according to the game, it's not there. I don't want to open my vault keys if we don't have a chance for him. But I do kind of want to show off the buffed up vault keys. At least a few of them. We'll try like 10 or something. But only if we can confirm he's in drop table. I haven't seen any screenshot of him yet. So I assume he is not around. But yeah, this update came out of nowhere. Let's see. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything for it. Not that I can see. Check if Phoenicia can one-shot the hardest vault difficulty. That is what I did want to check. I wonder if we can check the stats before we get into the battle. I believe she's slightly short with the current stats that exist within the game. But we can check real quick. I want to see if we can get into the battle without actually starting it. Okay, good. It didn't use the vault key, so we can actually check. Where's my Phoenicia team? Let's go do some math. Where's Phoenicia? It's math time. Half the stream has been math time. Math. Okay, so Phoenicia. We have you at 44 damage. Let's assume there are 10 reds on the board. That's 54. You times that by 2. That's 108. Let's assume 108 damage. No, it will not kill in one shot. Yeah, you wouldn't get the one-shot kill on this. You'd have to drag it down to the lower difficulty. And then it would. On challenging, it would. Which is 10% extra rewards. Also, just to make sure I always remember. Let me put that to hard. Yes, it can one-shot challenging. But it can't one-shot the other one. Which means you actually have to play out the battle. That or use like Zugoff or something. I don't know, what would be the safest way to make sure they don't leak? Because that is going to be a little bit harder to make sure none of them escape. Though the Cetra can escape, so that's good. But, it's still going to be an easy win, obviously. But you can't one-shot it. I'm almost thinking an Empower Skull Spam. Might be the new way to do it. Maybe the Red Slayer troop, but then it wouldn't kill the last one as quick. Yeah, he doesn't have Impervious. You could Web Spinner it. Oh, they do have Agile, though. Ooh. That could be annoying. But you can't just simply one-shot AoE it real quick if you want that 20% extra loot per key. It's rather interesting. So let's see. Let's go to Web Spinner. Tina 9000 wouldn't one shot either. I'm looking for something that can kill turn 1, ideally. Want to see if something like this pans out. We'll try it on like Explore or something first. That's but how do we target away the other option? I almost kind of want to have a rope dart, but then it's blocked. Oh, don't you get denied on green? Yeah, you do. Let's do it into blue then. Like a blue-red, or just a blue, or just a red. Yeah, just a red would probably be fine, actually. Because we don't need a cast Web Spinner. Let's see what this does real quick. Should we actually do the battle? I think we'll actually do the battle. We shouldn't get away. A Doom weapon would work pretty well. Because you would explode and then you'd be able to go in from there. We're gonna try this first. Okay, we're gonna use a Volky. Goodbye, Volky. We're gonna get one from the event anyways. Oh gosh, that agile is gonna be annoying. Wait, you didn't get one shots? Oh, I'm not running skull damage right now. Really though? Can't even one shot them. But no, it can with the other damage. Oh yeah, I forgot. You're gonna get resummoned then too. If we let it do that. If we don't kill the last gnome. That's gonna be annoying. Yeah, we might just have to use a Doom weapon. Doom weapon into a second AoE might just be the way to go. We might just have to double AoE it. Doom weapon to like Rowan or something. That's probably gonna be the better strategy. I forgot about the summon thing. Because he like never gets to do it normally. What a weird battle. Doing that just to make sure he really gets no mana. What a weird battle, but there we go. Yeah, let's go try it with a Doom option. So you can see the gold is higher. The event key didn't go higher though. Yes, it did. Wait, did it? Yes, it did. You normally get 3 event keys. Right? Yeah, you normally get 3 event keys. It gave us 4. It actually rounded the event key up. Nice. Let's try this again. Let's try it with a double cast team, though. So basically standard Rowan. Oh, it's already moved up on difficulty. Good. Okay, so let's go try it with... But yeah, 20% is pretty huge. It might take a little bit longer, but it's not that much longer relative to the loot that you get. Because we got a whole extra event key there and a bunch of extra gold by 20% extra gold. and 1 whole additional Volkey. I mean, event key, I mean. So let's go try this with a standard Rowan team, just with a Doom weapon. So Rowan, Doomed, what Doom weapon do we want to run? Which one denies out red? The blue one. Oh, blue blocks Rowan though. Fail. Oh, since we want to deny it red, let's use one that needs red, not you. Doomed crossbow. And then we just go Leprechaun into Mirage Queen. Actually, do we even want to use Mirage Queen here? Compared to Harpy Mage. And then just go like a purple weapon there. Or yellow. Is that better? Go yellow weapon. Go Harpy there. Cast Leprechaun. Cast the other thing. That might actually be better. It also makes it so brown spawns, so there won't be as much red. Let's go change this to the other Doom weapon. Oh, but now we're... it doesn't matter. I'd rather block purple. Oh, we can also just go to brown one. Duh. That works. Okay. We'll do Doomed Club, actually. These doesn't really matter if we get skull alignment for the most part. It just matters the base damage on it. And then we banner to... what do we even banner to here? I guess a brown-green and see what the minus is. Because Harpy should get up through just casting, so minusing her doesn't matter. So we can actually minus red. And then we go something like a... what's a half mana star hero class that has brown? Titan's blue. I think it was Mech. Doesn't Mech have brown? What a weird option to use for this. But I think it might actually be the way to go. Yes, he uses brown. Random stats effects. What weapon type are we using again? Not any of these. Barrier at start of battle, not like we would need it. 20% armor to skull damage, which is fine. Actually, in this case, it'd probably be better to have the magic. Oh, allies gain 1 magic. Sure, why not? Banish. They don't have anything that needs banishing, though. We'll go enchant. And the other ones are just useless. I don't know, we can give it a shot and see. Any other tweaks? I think that's it. Let's go test the strategy. Oh yeah, what setup are we currently using? Pure magic. Is that the way to go? Or do we want 20%? I think Rowan will get its mana without 20%. I think we already have so much damage that 20% is the way to go. Let's see if this is a proper Volkey setup for this. So we're using a doomed weapon that doesn't block Rowan, followed by Rowan, Leprechaun, and Harpy Mage. And we're going to the double cast strategy for it then. So we explode a bunch. We explode a bunch again. And then we cast both of them once, and that should be match. You need to go get full mana, though. You need to actually get full mana. So we didn't cast Doomed Club. We didn't cast Rowan. And apparently we need to do more with skulls, otherwise it's not actually going to wipe. And then Rowan again. But yeah, look at that increase. Obviously not the souls, that's not too relevant. But getting a decent handful more gold. Interesting. No good drops from either of those Volkeys though. Pretty much just pure gold. But yeah, it has 20% increase. And even the key got upgraded from the other one. We got 4 keys instead of 3. Interesting. Anyways, I think that's pretty much everything I kind of want to mess around with in the patch currently. Let's go and go do silver tasks already. Let's go do our dungeon battles. Clear through these, go from there. I might as well keep using this team. We're already on it. I like how even with a lower mana cost, it still gets up quicker. I mean, it takes longer because it only covers one color. Yeah, 5.1 came out, like, literally as the stream started. It came out of nowhere. I was not expecting it. It came out of literal nowhere. Why not just buff Rowain and Caster? We could check that. One Urskea shield into Rowain. Has anyone checked to see if that's enough damage? Is one Urskea shield into Rowain enough damage to one-shot it? If it is, then yes, that would work. I don't think that's enough damage, though. But we can try it. Let's go do it right now. Let's do it over a different build, though. Let's do it over, Explore 3, I guess. So let me go switch this to Urskea shield. And then we change our banner to something a little bit more brown. Sure, that works. Yeah, I guess that's fine. Okay. We'll roll with that then. Do we need to change anything else? I don't think we do. I guess technically hero class, but it almost doesn't even matter what hero class we do at this point with that. And then we switch to armor. Pure armor. Let's see if this is enough damage. If it is, yeah, this would actually just work out better. I'm not sure if it's enough damage or not, but we'll find out. This will probably be the last Volkey we test. Oops, wrong what team. Okay, so you Urskea shield immediately into Rowain, and then cast Rowain. And ideally that's enough to one-shot. Brown class. Oh yeah, brown class would do 5 additional armor. Whoops. We'll find out if we're 10 off. If that would have helped at all. No. It can't one-shot. You might as well just use the other option. Because it has extra turn potential. But no, it's not enough to one-shot. Which is what I thought. The reason you'd want to go to Doomed Club option, or any kind of club or something, is because it actually has enough to kill. Or it has a capability to extra turn. But yeah, we're in 5.0 right now. I mean 5.1. Gosh, we got 3 bad Volkeys in a row. As you can see, it increased the loot on these 2. I didn't do any copies there, and that's only 1 key, so it wasn't able to increase it. However, when we got 3 event keys earlier, it moved it to 4. So if we were to get a 4 gem key drop, it probably would have moved it to 5. Yeah, it didn't really do much for extra loot this time. All we got was 2,000 extra gold and 20 souls, but some of them, it can really affect it, so... It's not a huge change, but a bit of a change there, nonetheless. Anyways, so that's that. Now that we're down on Volkeys. I'm not opening anymore until we can 100% confirm that other guy's in the drop table. Anyways, let's go do our campaign. There we go. Craft 3 green summoning stones. Easy. What's even in the green drop table this week? Nothing good. I forgot you can do it all at once. There we go. Got 2 of the same drop and 1 of the other. Next, kill elemental. We can easily do that by going to Drifting Sands, explore. And then just quick kill this explore location. Because most of these battles, I believe, has multiple elements in it. Let's see. 1, 2... Yeah, it should average about 2 to 3. Okay, we should almost be halfway there. It looks like we're averaging about 2 per battle. And those do count if he comes in and kills it. Those still count as us killing it. Let's double check, make sure that we're actually getting it. Should be. Yeah, we're at 11. Oh yeah, you can just check the thing now. We don't have to click on it anymore. That's nice. But yeah, we're need 19 more. All your gnomes have 250 life and 255 armor. It might be combining the previous difficulty setting with the current difficulty setting, because it shouldn't be that high. Because level 80 is about the same amount of stats as like level 6 or level 7 pet battle. Or, you know, stage 6 or 7 of it. Only bad thing about this location is that random dust devil. Luckily, he also counts as elemental. Normally, you don't bother grinding at a place that hasn't power, especially one as annoying as that one. But obviously, for something quick like this, it won't really matter. And in some, it can actually be helpful. Like, normally revive traits would be bad, but if one of them has like if you have like a Daemon kill objective, and they're going to revive a bunch of Daemons, that can be useful. Same as a dragon location when you need to kill a bunch of dragons. Since them reviving is technically beneficial. It's still not as quick as just winning out the battle, but still not much of a hindrance if it's your objective to go kill. But here, them power just completely time waste. But there we go. Luckily, I didn't really get a cast off. It's so weird. I'll get used to that eventually there. And now we literally just need to earn 1,000 gold, which is so ridiculously easy. And then we can go claim all of our campaign pass. Excuse me. Okay, let's go get some gold real quick. Now, how do we want to go about this? We could do literally anything. Have I done my daily adventure board yet? Let's just do that. Hey, we got blue deeds today. We're going to need those. We're definitely going to need those going forward. Gosh. Oh, you just got the new gnome. Nice. Okay, it is in drop table then. I still haven't seen it in the wild yet. That'd be funny if we get an epic vault key at some point. It is technically in drop table right now. It's exceedingly rare. Even rarer than randomly finding a normal vault key. Like, realistically, you're not getting it at any point other than a vault event. There we go, we earned our 1,000 gold, that was easy. Takes like 0 battles to do. That's to be expected. There we go, we've done all the silver tasks. And now with that, we can go claim the extra stats, which I believe is actually +2 magic. No, it's 3 attack, my bad. The other magic doesn't come till later. Let's go complete it out then, collect rewards, boom. And we get that weapon. And we also get more copies of the pet and the seal. Boom, there we go. Artifact level 4. And that gives us 3 attack for the next several weeks. Yeah, magic doesn't come till 7 and 8. So we still got a little bit till then. We're only on 4 right now. But yeah, we got a new weapon. Let's go upgrade it real quick. Actually, I have 2 things to go upgrade, because I never upgraded the bow from yesterday. Okay. Now the other one is... Actually, I can think gaining 4 mana actually gets a lot of his mana back. Interesting. That one might not be completely useless, but probably still useless. And here we go, Hammer of Justice. This one will definitely be useless. Goodbye, Hammer of Justice. We'll upgrade you and never use you ever again. Even though elementals are like the most meta thing in the entire game, you're still useless. Go figure. You know a new troop or weapon is bad when it's supposed to hard counter a certain typing, and when that typing is meta, or even when it's not meta, it still doesn't even work. Like, Fallen Valdis was a pretty funny example of that. The vines were like absolutely absurd at the time, and it was so bad at countering them. And now that the vines aren't even meta anymore, but are still good, they still can't even counter Fallen Valdis. It's just a troop that doesn't even do what it was made to do, which was to counter Divine. Even when it was meta, and even when it wasn't meta, it still wasn't able to do it. And the same thing is going to be the case with this weapon. It's an elemental counter, but even though elementals are meta right now, and even when they don't become meta and become weaker in the meta, that weapon will still be useless. And same thing happened with Fallen Valdis, and same thing has happened with several other options in the game. The only thing that didn't really have it happen to was Gnome Club, or whatever it's called, that one Gnome counter weapon. That at the time was really good. Obviously, it's fallen off since then. However, that Gnome weapon at its time was made to counter the meta, and properly did so. It just doesn't anymore, because its damage is still too low, because it's triple damage to goblins, if I'm not mistaken. What was it called? If I just type in goblin. This thing used to be meta, and did a really good job at countering them at the time, but then became useless over time. Because right now it can't even one-shot a goblin, whereas it used to be able to. For pretty good value. But that one kind of did it properly, but just didn't scale into the future. Anyways, let's go run rest of Adventure Board, and then we'll go do the Delves, because we still haven't done that yet. We're already almost an hour into the stream and still haven't done it because all the 5.1 stuff. Let's see. I'll take that over. Oh yeah, I did see that. Didn't Russian get the made a vaccine? Honestly, I'd be skeptical of any vaccine that's coming out this year, regardless of what country makes it. I'd just be skeptical if it's been actually tested enough. It's already confirmed that it's on the future Elite Pass. However, it's also confirmed that it's on the Free Pass. But it's on both. You'll be able to get some through the Free Pass, and you'll be get even more if you buy the Elite Pass. And knowing them, they'll probably even add it to Elite Pass Plus, which would be super annoying, because I'd almost be tempted to go get it if they did. I really hope it's not on Elite Pass Plus, as in you get additional ones from going beyond. Otherwise, I'm probably going for it next season. Rip $25 each 3 months. At least initially anyways, to go get all the kingdoms to 16 star. Once you get them all to 16 star, you won't need it as much. Yeah, no problem for patching the patch, pinning the patch notes. Yeah, there's all the patch notes for the most recent patch. Wait, why did that not kill? What battle are we even doing right now? Oh, it's the last epic battle of the thing. That's why I didn't kill. We're doing adventure board on the 4th difficulty of epic. Yeah, it's dead. There we go. Okay, last thing we need to go do. Let's go do the entirety of the Werewoods faction. So for this, we do have access to some Rowan teams. That's not the one I want to use. When did I show for the video? I want to use that one. I want to do this, but with Mountain Crusher initially. Or Mirage Queen. I'm actually going to change up this order a bit. What am I looking for? Games, go to here. Go to fight, go to here. Go to that, go to paste, manage team, paste the team in, put that up there. Change this out for Mirage Queen. We're going to do this for the earlier battles. And then we'll switch to something else. And we'll change our banner to all-in Rowan. Her traditional banner with Leprechaun. I will roll this, and I need to make sure I set to armor, but first let's do a battle. So it remembers the team we have set. But yeah, the 5.0 patch finally came out today. As in 5.0 finally is fully out. Technically, even though it's 5.1 patch. Honestly, everything in this patch seemed like it was supposed to be in last patch. And they just delayed it till now. Probably because of COVID. What do I want to change? We already have armor set. I think I wanted to set to armor, but didn't realize I'm already set to armor. So we're good to go. Let's go do it then. We'll do this up to about 5 or whenever it stops killing, and then we'll switch to the Arskia shield build and reorder our team. But for these super earlier battles, this will be slightly quicker. For the first 3 to 4 does. We don't need class XP anymore, so we don't need to worry about having hero in the team. It's one nice benefit of having them all done. Oh, it is showing underneath unknown now? Okay. Yeah, it wasn't earlier. At least for me. I'll go restart so we can go see what it looks like. I haven't actually seen one in game yet. And while we did open up 3 Vault keys, we obviously did not get it as a drop, unfortunately. Is this still common rarity, or did they make it a higher rarity? Because if it's a higher rarity, it might actually be more common, as weird as that may seem. Because if it's under a different rarity drop table, there'll be less things under that rarity drop table. Yeah, they added a new gnome, a Daemon Gnome. It drops Chaos Shards. Oh, it is common. That's a bad. Because that means it's over top the drop table of every other common in the game. It's kind of funny that the fact that it's common rarity actually just made it the hardest one to get. It could have been literally any other rarity and it would have been easier to get if it wasn't common. It seems so counterproductive to what the rarity should mean. It costs 50 purple? What? Wait, what? I need to go restart the game. What? Sorry, Zugoff, you're not highest mana cost anymore, apparently. There's no way they made it 50. Alright, what new achievements did they add? I noticed we got one when the game started. I never paid attention to what it was. We'll go check that too. Because apparently we got some amount of new achievements. I didn't see it in the changelog. Though they might have updated it since then. Or we can just see them in game. Okay, let me go check the unowned now. Oh, there it is. 50! It doesn't even have a link into itself. Kill a random enemy, then run away. Can only be cast once. This thing's never going to get full mana, though. So you almost don't even need to worry about it running away. Like, the chance of that thing escaping with a 50 mana... Even if it was 30 mana cost. Like, that thing's not escaping. Poor Zugoff. You're not allowed to be full man or highest mana cost anymore. How do you spell Zugov? How do you spell Zug? Gosh. Oh, I'm clicking under unowned. No wonder why it's not showing up. Poor Zugov. You're not highest mana cost anymore. Wait, what do you mean by Dawnstone? Oh, the achievement that we got. Let me double check. Do they not post it chronologically here? Let's do it based on this then. Because it should be pretty low since it's so new. There it is. Okay. My kingdom smells of rich mahogany. Reached 30,000 total underworld renown. So that's pretty easy. That's still the one, a really annoying one from a previous update. That's from a previous update. That's from the previous update. Win an epic vault battle and unlock 500 troops. Oh, that's the one we already got. General knowledge. Wait, the weapon? I'm not sure what you're referring to, Drock Savage. What weapon are you referring to? But yeah, we gotta win an epic vault battle, unlock 500 troops, and wasn't this faction one new? Or was that from the previous update and so many people just haven't done it yet? Can't remember. I'm pretty sure that one was new too. Though based on the fact that it's not at 0%, maybe it isn't. So that means these are the only two new ones then. Win an epic battle and unlock 500 troops. Which most people should have 500 troops. I think even my Switch account has 500 troops. Because the way that drop tables work, it's actually pretty easy to reach within like a month of playing or so. As long as you're in a half-decent guild. And then win a epic Volkey battle will be a little bit harder. That will probably have to wait till next Vault event unless we get super lucky. Oh, you're talking about using Dawnstone into it. Okay, I see what you mean. I was misunderstanding that. Like to try to mana generate. I don't think there's any viable way to really try using it. If it was closer to 30 mana cost, I would say maybe. But at 50 mana cost, there's no point ever trying to offensively use that gnome. Especially since you lose after it does its thing. But hey, you theoretically have a one-cast Zugov. Actually, he's almost like what Zugov was prior to being buffed. Oops, I did not mean to click Treasure Hunt. So while we're here, let's go play Treasure Hunt, I guess. Then we'll go do our faction. When's that Treasure Hunt rework coming? This update makes me want the next update. Imagine if Treasure Hunt actually became meta again. Could you imagine? Treasure Hunt hasn't been meta for 4 years? About that long. It's theoretically the best gem rate in the game. But it's so barely the best gem rate in the game that it's not really worth doing for that purpose. Due to all the other ways that you gain gems in the game. What do we need to do here? Too much small loot over there. Come on, I'm trying to get a bag there. There's like 3 turns for it. And still didn't get the bag. Oh, we got 60. First try. Didn't even mean to do this map. Did it on accident. I guess it's finished already. And there we go. Okay. Give me those loots. 3 gems. Not worth the effort. Anyways, where were we? Let's go finish out this faction already. A 60 turn treasure hunt gives you 1 book of deeds. I wish. Imagine if they added book of deeds, or even just deeds in general, to the vault key drop table. I mean, not the vault key. I mean to the vault chest within treasure hunt. Hey, a level 10 chest. Also, has anyone gotten to Daemon Gnome yet? What are his drops as far as shards? Knowing how they overly value it, I assume his drops are stuff like 20, 40, 60 or something. I'm not sure. Maybe like 40, 50, 100. Or 20, 50, 100. Which are all pitifully low amounts. If it's somehow even lower than that, that's going to be even more hilarious. But if I had to guess, his drops are 20, 50, 100. And then Volkey, Epic Volkey, as every troop has. Or every gnome has. So my guess is on 20, 50, 100. And even that's pretty bad. And if it's somehow even lower than that, that's even worse. What do we take here? I should just grab the blue. Fortunately, not enough mana. If anyone else does any other questions, do let me know. Make sure to go over them all. Also, I just realized chat hasn't been working this entire stream. What are you doing? I have no clue why it's not. It keeps doing that occasionally. Or it just fails to work. Being all weird. Luckily, the playback on YouTube will still work. It's a bit buggy sometimes. And this should one-shot all the way to 50. I don't think it can go farther than that, though. In which case, we'll need to switch. This theoretically has so much mana accumulation. We technically don't need a switch. In the sense that we could just double cast it. Though shield 2, Rowan's still quicker at that point. Well, we could always just go down the double cast route. I feel like I always forget to cast or Ski shield. There'd still be plenty of battles where it would one-shot. Like your lower level range. Actually, like the lower level ranges. Trying to find a new gnome. Nice. Yeah, I haven't seen it yet. But you can see it in unowned. Like that we saw it, but I haven't seen it against an actual battle. Nor can we where we currently are. Since here only has Val Ravens as drops. Phoenicia team is anything in first slot followed by Phoenicia. Mirage Queen Leprechaun. Your first slot can be pretty much anything that doesn't block Rowan. I mean, that doesn't block Phoenicia, I mean. Normally I do it with Withering Staff. But you can put pretty much anything there. How's our Rowan's armor so high? Well, we're currently in Delves, so it's gaining a lot of extra stats from Delves. We're currently using plus 24 armor off of metals. And the rest of it just from having higher stats. But one of the reasons why it seems so absurdly high right now is because we're in Delves. And your Horde level in Delves gives you a lot of additional stats. Which is making up a good bulk of her normal difference. But I need to cover a video on that again. I covered a video on it in the past, but there's so many more ways that you get stats now. Because now we have 5-star kingdoms, 10-star kingdoms, 20-star kingdoms, because those will exist soon. And then we have level 10 kingdoms, level 20 kingdoms, and now, level 15 kingdoms too, so level 10, 15, and 20. And then we also have medals, the normal upgrading of a troop, and then Underworld. What else am I missing? Team bonuses if they apply to a team. I think that's all of them. A lot of additional benefits. Oh, and of course there's guild, and there's the guild bonus, the 2 different ones from your normal task and then the epic tasks, and then campaign. Campaign also gives stats now too. Gosh, there's a lot of them. It's almost like a dozen different things. If you count each one of the kingdom things as their own separate thing. Because theoretically they are. Because the difficulty of getting level 5 is vastly different than how hard it is to do level 10 for the star levels. And then getting kingdom levels is a whole different ordeal than trying to get star levels on kingdoms. Oh, we're already not one-shotting. Alchemist Guard's Avatar, Golden Cog, and Knight class. I've run something similar to that in the past. What are you running it for? For the most part, there's almost nothing you would need that team for unless you're restricted to a point where you'd have to use it. Like, Delves. Oh, never mind. Are you using it for this event? Wait, how are you using it then? I don't think you're allowed to use Alchemist, are you? I don't think you can use Alchemist for the thing. Alright, never mind. Oh, Delves and PvP? Yeah, for Delves it would be fine. PvP I'm not so sure about, though. Unless you can one-shot them with a Golden Cog into Guard. That's not enough to one-shot. It's probably not worth doing in PvP. Same as whatever point it stops one-shotting in Delves. It's kind of like this team in that you kind of use up to one-shot range and then stop using it for the most part. And Guard's Avatar is very similar to that, even more so. Because you can't normally get 2 casts off. Normally he's 1 cast and done. Because the next best after that would be Phoenicia. Because she has to do her 2nd cast, isn't as big a deal. Dragon's Eye, Elmagrim, Divinia, and Megavore. Dragon's Eye not really worth it these days compared to Essence of Evil. Essence of Evil is basically the new Dragon's Eye ever since Dragon's Eye got nerfed a while back. Essence of Evil you get from 250 wins on Plague Lord Hero class. Plague Lord Hero class you get from Darkstone questline. This is around where it normally stops one-shotting, around level 50. So who knows, as stats keep going higher, maybe you'll still be able to. Essence of Evil is from Plague Lord Hero class from Darkstone. You gotta get 250 wins on it. It's one of the better weapons in the entire game. And it's arguably the absolute best that you get from any hero. Though things like Earthscale Shield and stuff would also be under that category. I don't use it too often, but it's a really good weapon. It's basically like if they combined Mountain Crusher with Dragon's Eye, is basically what Essence of Evil is. Like when Dragon's Eye was meta, combined with Mountain Crusher. It's a little bit less mana accumulation than Mountain Crusher though, but it's still pretty good. What's that top troop? It's oh gosh, what's that harpy called? It's Harpy Mage. Harpy Mage is obtained pretty easily by throwing some Chaos Shards at Stonesong Aerie. Within about 100 to 500, you should be able to get it, Chaos Shards. You'd probably get that from today's events if you haven't used them for something yet. From just finishing out factions. No, anyone can get that new gnome. However, it's completely random drop. But no, anyone can get that new gnome. It's in drop table right now. I wasn't able to get it yet, but we only opened 3 keys, so it'll take more than that. Could take like 50 keys. Because it's dropping a random, whenever you get a common, it'll drop 1 random common. And there's like, what, 8 common gnomes now or something? There's a bunch of them. And sharing the drop table with all of them. Which theoretically makes it one of the rarest drops in Volkies. Even though it's common rarity, which makes no sense whatsoever. That's the only thing I don't understand about this update. One thing that they mentioned in the past that something like this update would have supposed to address was the fact that upgrading gnomes is so ridiculously impossible. However, they never did that with this patch. This patch does not address how ridiculously impossible it is to get the gnome copies. Particularly the common ones. I'm not sure why. Yes, it's in Volky drop table. The new gnome. Just make sure your game is updated. Otherwise, it won't be a drop. You'll be able to notice if you can do difficulty settings with the 20% bonus thing. Not the old difficulty settings, but the new one. You hit the right target, but not enough damage, so there we go. I just realized I haven't been running enchant this entire time, have I? I should probably go get it because we're probably going to need it. It'll help save some time going to the rest of these. It's only 30 gems anyways. There we go. I gotta keep going. Where is the 20% setting to look for? Underneath the gnome menu. You'll be able to notice if it has 2 different keys there. Because there's 2 different keys now. Epic keys and normal keys. If you see that, you'll know for sure. It's probably the easier indicator. Mirage Queen. That should be able to clean up for once. That's one nice thing about it, not one-shotting. Obviously, not one-shotting is not a good thing, but at least Mirage Queen can clean up pretty easily. And with Enchant, it's even easier. Hello, Jonathan. Welcome. Yeah, I still can't believe they did a patch today out of nowhere. So soon after the other one, too. Which means next update is very likely mid to late September. Oh, that was a really nice cascade right there. Okay, 2 more. Well, technically 1 more. So if we do good enough on this one, we won't even need to go another one. So if anyone still has any questions, let me know. Like as soon as we finish out this set, we'll probably call it a wrap. It's about another 10-ish minutes or so. I'll try to get a video out tomorrow going over 5.1, which we kind of already went over on this stream, but just to mention a couple data points on it. Also, if anyone can figure out what his drop table is or finds it, let me know. I haven't seen a post on the forum yet. I'll check in the morning. But I'm not sure if enough people will get drops from it for us to know its drop table. If I had to guess, it's 20, 50, 100, but I've not seen a single drop on him yet to know for sure. But we'll probably have the info compiled by tomorrow. Someone would have. But there's that, the Chaos Shard thing, a new deed thing, a little bit of quality of life to campaign. Most of the campaign changes aren't happening till the next one. Most of them are just quality of life stuff, though. I did not die to that. He has 1 HP, and somehow exploding a bunch doesn't actually kill him. Because we didn't hit a single skull. And it should be a wipe. Your gnome killing team, Lord of Slaughter, Mountain Crusher, Zugoff, the Possessed King. Basically just going into 2 skull spam and killing them all out. Sounds like a plan. I might lean towards double cast. I'm not sure yet which way I would run it. I'm not using all the keys yet though. And the main reason for that is you have to keep in mind there's other drops we're going to want. For example, the, what's this called? The Heart of Rage. We still don't know if it's going to get consumed when you do it. And even if it doesn't, you still probably want to get upgraded to Mythic. Well, I guess that one wouldn't really matter as much like the other gnomes, where it wouldn't matter. But you'd still want to get another copy of it in case it does get consumed. Because we know it's going to be a crafting material, but we do not know if it's going to be consumed. And while weapons weren't consumed, it is a troop, and the first time that it will be a troop. So there's a possibility it will. We have yet to get confirmation on if it will or will not. And for that reason, yeah, we might want to Volkey off it. Also, if you're playing without buying the pass, you definitely need a Volkey for it, because it's not going to be in the... that's the only way you get it. So you definitely want to wait till then, especially if you're playing free-to-play. You want to wait till Heart of Rage is in drop table before you even consider using any Volkeys. I'll mention that in the video too. You don't want them to bait out your Volkeys. But yeah, I wouldn't use all your Volkeys yet. Wait at least minimum until Heart of Rage is in drop table. Especially if you're playing free to play. But even if you're not, it's still worth considering waiting till then. And Heart of Rage will be in drop table a couple weeks after campaign, the first one. It is very likely not to be immediately in the drop table. So as soon as we get Heart of Rage does not mean we will actually have Heart of Rage in drop table. It'll likely be after campaign. I hope they actually announce when it is, so we don't have to try figuring it out. Yes, you can get 25 gem keys in one battle. I got 4 event keys in one, when it should normally only give me 3. The 20% does affect keys. It doesn't affect orbs, unfortunately, and stuff like that, but it does affect keys. Yep, we were going to need that extra battle. Actually, another 2 battles, looks like. But yes, the keys are affected by it. So if you would have gotten 20 gem keys, it's 25. If you would have gotten 15 event keys, it's like, what, 18 or so? If you would have gotten 3 event keys, it would have been 4. If you would have gotten 4 gem keys, it would have been 5, or you will get 5. So on and so forth. I forget if it affects gems. Do anyone get a gem drop yet? I don't think it affects gems, but that'd be pretty cool. That'd make 100 into a 120 and a 250 into a 300. I'm not sure it affects gems though, but I haven't seen it to confirm it. Keep getting gold drops from our 3 Volkeys we opened so far. It'd be pretty easy to tell though, because if you get even a 5 gem drop, it would come up as a 6 if it did get moved. And if it came up as a 5, it means it didn't move. If any other questions, anyone, let me know. Otherwise, we'll be calling it a wrap. We'll go over 5.1 a little bit more tomorrow. But let's go claim our loot. And we already used our Volkey. And what do we get for orbs? Useless. Double green. Gosh. How awful. No wonder why our Volkeys have been so bad. We have that kind of bad luck today. There we go. That's pretty much everything. But yeah, changelog is pinned to the stream. Also probably make it into a message and pin that as well for when the video goes out. Definitely go check it out. Almost a bigger patch than 5.0, oddly enough. There's still a few things we don't know, though, unless it gets data mined. Like what exactly you need for power levels 21 to 30. That info I don't believe is currently public yet, unless someone has data mined it. And other than that, I don't know if we know the drop table yet for that one Daemon Gnome. But that will definitely be posted on the forum within the next probably couple hours as people get drops. Has anyone actually gotten a drop from the Daemon Gnome yet? Let me know if you have. Curious to know what his Chaos Shards are. We'll know by some point tomorrow, or even later tonight. What's a good Horde level for this 500 Pure faction? You run the Bear and make sure you never cast it, followed by 2 Werewolves, followed by the Legends. Ends up working out pretty well. You specifically want to not cast a bear so that you can constantly use the score reduction, because you don't want him transforming into something else. By the final battle, you want to make sure you have one bear, one wolf, and one of the legends. And if you can go into that with the final battle, you should be fine for the most part. But the hardest part is the whole transform mechanic there. It's one of the most annoying delves in the entire game. Can be pretty time consuming too. So if you haven't started doing it yet, you theoretically have enough time, but it's definitely one of the more time consuming delves once you get to Purifaction. Possibly even up to that point, depending on how much damage output you have. Anyways, any other questions, anyone? Let me know. Otherwise, we'll be back tomorrow night, same time as always, 2 hours prior to now tomorrow at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And we'll be messing around with maybe some more 5.1 info during the stream, because we'll probably know, we'll probably have a video up already on it, but I'll probably still re-mention it during the stream, like what the Daemon's drop is, or, you know, that one Daemon Gnome and whatever other tidbits of info we can get. Hopefully someone data mines what on Earth 21 to 30 is on here. I'm really curious to see what those are. We're going to need elite levels for these, I know for sure. They've mentioned in the past. What exactly the full requirements are, we don't know yet, so hopefully someone data mines that. And other than that, we'll go from there. But anyways, guys, we'll catch you guys soon. Thank you so much for stopping by. Greatly appreciate it as always. And we'll be back tomorrow night. Goodbye, everyone. And thank you all so much for watching. And best of luck with version 5.1 that randomly came today in Gems of War.